Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today, I'm finally going to do it. I'm finally going to play Phyrexian Obliterator here on the channel. I tried to avoid it most of the season because it's a card I wasn't a big fan of, but I wanted to play it in a deck that made sense and was kind of fun. So anyway, let's go look at all the other cards we're going to play along with this Obliterator in today's Golgari list. Alright, couple of quick things. If you haven't checked out our sponsor, ultrapro.com/PowrDragn, you should do that because they're going to save you 5% at checkout. Just use promo code PowrDragn and they'll support the channel. Also, if you're going to be down at the Hunter Burton Memorial Open in the Dallas area next weekend on the 17th and 18th of March, come on by. I will be there. You can come say hi. And in April, if you're going to be at the Command Fest in Orlando, April 16 and 17, or no, yeah, I think those are dates. Either way, come by, see me. It'll be a lot of fun. But let's talk about this deck we're getting into. So the first thing is we're going to be playing a pair of mana creatures, a full set of 4. We're going to go with Armored Scrap Gorger and Llanowar Loam Speaker. And the reason here is we have several things we're going to want to hit at 4 mana that these are going to be really key at getting us to. If one of them can live, we can hit on 4 and it's going to be pretty big. One of those things at 4 mana obviously is going to be Phyrexian Obliterator. So we have a lot of lands that can produce black mana, so if we can get out one of those other creatures that can also produce black, this allows us to have this on turn 4. But if not, we do have Sheoldred. Sheoldred's quite a quality play for 4 mana, so yeah, we'd love to have that. Boom, play a creature, get that on turn 3, have a good time. Nothing to complain about there. Obviously, because we're playing a bunch of black mana, we're gonna play Invoke Despair. The card's dumb good, you gotta play it. We're gonna play a few copies of that. But this does give us the opportunity to actually play with Glissa, Sunslayer. Love this card. It just does so much, and it's hard to deal with because it has First Strike and Death Touch. So we love everything this card's doing. And we're going to be playing a pile of removal. Some Go for the Throats, not a surprise. But we also are going to be playing Bushwhack. Bushwhack can help us find the other land that we might need because this deck can be a little mana hungry. But if you pair this with the Phyrexian Obliterator, well, we get to obliterate everything, and it's awesome. But yeah, other than that, we will be playing a couple of Planeswalkers. We're going to have Vraska make an appearance here, mostly as a removal card, but does give us extra cards later in the game, and Vraska paired with Sheoldred is actually pretty good because you gain life every time you draw a card. And then, of course, Nissa. You've seen it in a bunch of lists. Nissa being able to overrun, make tokens, destroy artifacts, enchantments. We're hopefully going to use all parts of Nissa because she's just a dang good card in this list. But otherwise, that's it. Let's go enjoy some games. Catch up with me on the back end of the video so you can see the final deck list, or you can get that down in the description as well. Oh boy. I don't know. I think we're supposed to mulligan this. Alright, keep this. Probably Nissa's gonna go. And that's probably fine. You know what's funny? I just realized that Cody was probably the first card that actually had a moving pet come onto the screen, but didn't really notice that until we had the dragon that kind of comes in over the top. Odd as that is. Alright, I guess we're going to go ahead and play this. Get us some value while the black deck does black deck things. Alright. Ooh, definitely not going to play another arena. That's not what we want to do at all. I guess we could wait on that too. I mean, they're probably just going to attack first anyway, so we're not going to gain anything from it. Let's go ahead and do this. Hold on. Do we have... We already have 4 black sources anyway. That's alright. We'll just go get another swamp anyway. And... I guess we pass. I mean, it doesn't really matter. We're going to make them sacrifice something, and then we're just going to play Invoke Despair next turn regardless. Yeah, I assume that's what was going to happen here. Sacrifice a non-token creature. Also, I have a feeling Sheoldred's Edict could be slightly annoying in some Commander games, since it's each opponent. Alright, that's cute. Try to get all our value. Oh, and another Invoke Despair. Man, you know how rare I've played Invoke Despair? And like Invoke Despair, drawing another Invoke Despair is just garbage. Like, I'm on the receiving end, and this just feels dumb. Oh, the moth, too, as a pet? Yeah, I guess so. I forgot about that one. I mean, are we even looking to invoke Despair here? I mean, yeah, I guess so. Like, whatever. We'll just be discarding some lands. Oh, there we go. We got a Nissa. That's cute. Discard 2? No, just have to discard 1. Yeah, sure. So they're just waiting to get their Invoke Despair now, I guess is where we're at. Alright, you got a thing. Man, we did all that work, but really didn't get anything from it, and we don't have anything in our yard even to go get with the Takenuma. So our choices are like play Nissa full size, get a 7/7, 8/8. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, you know what? Let's do this. I changed my mind. I think we're just going to go there. And my logic here is just trying to give ourselves some insulation against their Invoke Despair, which obviously is going to happen here. We could actually fight, give up 3 things to a Obliterator if we really wanted to. Alright, so they didn't have an Invoke Despair. That's good news. Yeah, we'll take 5. Even though it puts us closer to dead from our own arena, but whatever. But now we have an Obliterator and a way to kill their Obliterator. Well, that changes things quite a bit. Now it's just, can we survive our own cards for the last couple of turns? And we'll just pass. Since we now have Go for the Throat. And I was going to say, if they play an Invoke Despair, they might be doing us a favor getting rid of our Phyrexian Arena. We could also get rid of it ourselves with Nissa if Nissa survives. But if they play an Invoke Despair here, they don't get any value. We'll tap Scrap Gorger to kill their Obliterator. And then we'll just get rid of the Scrap Gorger. Remove that guy. Alright, then we lose a Scrap Gorger, lose our enchantment, lose our Planeswalker. That was not a bad situation for us. So we attack for 8. We go ahead and play an Obliterator. Play another Duder. And then we go ahead and play this. And then that should lock the game up. Because even another Invoke Despair doesn't really do anything here. Oh, a Corrupt. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, GG's. Woo. Oh, my goodness. Oh. This is actually mostly fine. It's like a mulligan to at least 6, though, maybe even 5 by keeping that. But sure. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. That is not cool. Come on, deck. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see if we're playing enough lands or not. Venerated Rot Priest. You got it. Yay, we found more lands. Okay. I guess we start here. Mostly because this can't be exiled by the thing that can exile things that cost 3 or less. Though they can attack now because we did tap down, so, you know, that's a thing. Contaminator, you got it. They did not want to attack with anything. We appreciate that. There's also a real situation here where we kind of know that our life total doesn't really matter. So I might just run out a Nissa next turn. No attacks. Sort of like knowing what we're up against. I would like a land so we have an additional blocker, obviously, but... yeah, I mean, I trade. I'm assuming you're going to pump trample. Actually, if we think they're going to pump trample, do we just take the damage? Huh. Because now I'm thinking, like, can we actually outrace them if we allow this to happen? Because we're going to get 1. Then that goes to 3. This is a real question. And right now you could pump to 1, 2, 3, 4. Or you can pump it up 3. So that's 7. We double block and there's no trample, though. So, sure. And we're going to lose Shieldred regardless. I mean, we know that's a reality here, but that's fine. Assuming they've got Tyvar Stan is what I'm basing this on. I mean, do we? I guess they weren't assuming we were going to double block, possibly. But my logic is if it's Tyvar Stan, we're only losing 1 creature here anyway. I'm fine keeping either one of these. Alright, so they're going to do it once and just kill Nissa, I guess. Since they're doing it for 0. Oh, and they're going to Ganjo. Alright. I mean, I guess. That's interesting. Okay, well, that happened. Alright. Let's see. If you got another, you got another. Jawbone Duelist, sure. All you. Skrell's Hive, all you. Land that comes into play tapped. Not excited by that, but not the worst thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're just going to do this for 5. I think our life total is fairly safe here. Only thing now is, do we just want to get rid of Skrell's Hive? Or do we want to... They're only down to 1 card. Yeah, we'll get rid of Skrell's Hive. Especially since we know we have a backup Nissa anyway. Alright. Right now they could get through for 1, 2, 3, 4. So we just go to 5 Toxic. If they have something to pump, it's 6. So we're safe as far as that goes. Oh, another Skrell's Hive. Okay. Well, I guess we know what we're going to do. We're going to get rid of that one. And then we're going to play another Nissa. 2, 4, 5, 6. Do we go 7 on this one? I think we do. And just really put the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, we'll get rid of one of those. We'll +1. Alright. Now we get to start attacking at some point here. Another subscriber. Thank you so much. Oh, that's Patriot with a 7-month sub. Thank you so much. Love your content better. Oh, thank you so much. Can we just overrun here? No, not quite yet. Alright. Let's, plus. We'll set up an overrun for next turn, I guess. Alright. No attacks. I think we're good here. I don't think they have anything that's going to allow them to... Oops, sorry. I keep hitting the microphone today. Yeah, I mean, we can block across the board, so... Yeah. I mean, we minus now. Try to attack. Yeah, that's a lot of tramply. Yeah, okay, cool. This is just going to be a mulligan, though. Alright, let's keep this. Scrap. Probably going to get rid of Phyrexian Arena here. One day you'll see Gussa and Binding of the Old Gods in play. Yep, that would be pretty cool. Alright, you got a Gorger. As do I. Hopefully, though, I have an Obliterator next turn. Beast Caller. Yep, I will have an Obliterator next turn. And we're going to get to Obliterator Bushwhack shenanigans. Alright, hopefully they play something that's 4 power or larger. Because we would like to fight that thing. Whatever that thing is. Oh, we get to fight the biggest of things.
You done messed up, Aaron!
Hell yeah. Oh, hell, I need a Stone Cold right now.
Give me a hell yeah!
Oh my gosh, we're going to get everything. I was thinking it was going to be like, I don't know, like one of the 4/4 dudes or something. This is sicko. I ain't going to lie, I actually feel a little bad about this right now. Alright, well, yeah, we're just going to fight the biggest, baddest thing you got. Hopefully they can't protect it. Well, I guess even if they do, it doesn't matter, because our creature still takes damage, so... Unless they give it hexproof. Which they might. If they do, they're still solid gold here. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, opponents. The humanity. Yep. That's everything. Oh, my. Okay. Yeah. That happened. I mean, I don't have anything to attack with right now, though. But they're out of things, so there you go. We're going to keep this, though. And we're going to try to make the most out of this. Seems like a pretty reasonable start. Yeah, that's a real thing, too, right? Like, let's say your opponent gets screwed and you win. Like, what does that do, right? That doesn't really feel like anything. Oh, mana creature died. Boo. Alright, you got a Bank Buster. Hey, I got a Nissa. Or Glissa. Don't expect Glissa to live here, though, but it's cool. Now, is there a way we can go land with some untapped lands? That would be great. I'd really appreciate it. There ain't no way Glissa's gonna live here. I was gonna say, not if you're just running out the Okiba raid. Like, that would be silly. Okay, well, can't really make the opponent sacrifice an enchantment, so, yeah. Maybe? Alright, we can at least make you sacrifice a Trespasser. Though, let them tap. Make them sacrifice a non-token creature. Yeah. They're doing no such thing. Well, we skipped over the point to being able to attack with it. Alright, fair enough. They're down to 2 cards. Though, you know, I'm assuming one of them's either an Invoke Despair or some spot removal type thing. So we'll see. Nope, it's another Trespasser. Alright. Come on with it. Oh, I guess they're deciding if they need to attack or draw here. Alright, that is a relevant decision to have to make. Alright, we're down to 12. Also, wow, I must have hit something, because I just realized it didn't even give me a chance to block. Okay, so now this is a thing. We could Invoke Despair, but we're not going to get all that much out of it. So I think we wait here. Oh, I guess I should have played stuff on my turn. Forgot about the Glutton flipping. That's a real thing. Oh, the rat gives menace to Bankbuster. That is true. That is true. Random upside. That does come up sometimes. Alright. Another Graveyard Trespasser. Wow. Okay, then. How the heck are we going to deal with this? We can kill a trespasser. We can make them sack a thing, which is probably just the raid captain. And then we invoke despair. And how do we feel about that exchange? Because we're gonna have to discard Nissa if we do that. Oh boy. Alright. I think that's just what we gotta do though. Because we're not really in a position to play Nissa anyway right now. Man, don't feel good about it, but it's where we are, you know? Alright. So we're going to be at 7, because, I mean, they're not going to sack anything better than that, obviously. Alright. Good news is, though, their hand's empty. They're not going to draw there. We get to get their creature. We get a couple of cards. Another Invoke Despair. For better or worse. Being at 7, though, is real tough here. Man, one of those, I was even hoping one of those would be a land at least. So then we'd be able to play Despair and still have a blocker if the situation came up. But we didn't even get that. That's hurtful. Bankbuster drawing. Okay. Zeator's Proving Ground. Probably going to come into play tapped here. I kind of want to play Glissa. Alright. Don't know if that's the right play or not, but we're going to do it. They obviously can dig and find removal. It's whatever, but it is what it is. Alright, that's a positive to start with. And they're digging deeper. Okay. There's no way one of those isn't a removal card, right? Unless they're just lands and Invoke Despairs. Like, that'd be weird. I would say if it's a Shieldred, I wouldn't be mad about that either. Is it a cut down? No, a Liliana.
Something suspicious is going on.
Okay.
And for once it's not.
Oh, now are they going to make us discard? I mean, not that we mind. We're going to get rid of Phyrexian Arena anyway.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Yeah, we're going to get rid of that. Your opinion, if there's a deck you want, why not? We have till September. Oh, I see what you're saying as far as crafting stuff. Yeah. You definitely have time. Alright. Let's blow this up. Wow. Okay, well, here come the lands, I guess. We're going to attack with this. I'm going to be a psychopath and go ahead and draw a card. Actually, hold on. How does this read? Remove a counter from burning your bank pressure, draw a card. Then if there are no counters. So if we actually remove one now, they don't get a card, and they wouldn't make a 1/1. If I'm reading that correctly. Because they have to remove the counter, draw a card, and then. You know what? You know what? I might try this goofiness. It's a little bit silly, but I'm kind of into it. Not the play I would often recommend. I really needed a card there myself, but I sort of just wanted to see the interaction and see if I was right. The opponent has so much mana right now. And we've drawn so badly. Alright, cut down. Puts us in death range. Yeah, alright. GG's. Alright. We'll keep this. You just want Shadows over Innistrad to release already? It's still going to be a little bit. Not far, though. It's coming. I kept this hand, but there's not really a lot of action here. Like, once our Scrap Gorger dies, like, not totally sure what we're doing. Let's go with this. Nothing from the opponent, which is a bit suspicious. So I'm just going to play this. Like, obviously you have a kill spell, right? Alright, pass a turn. Assuming something's going to die here. Rightfully so. The Celestis. Alright, well, we're going to try to go big and hope this works. No sweepers, please. Ooh, man, Glissa, you would have been hot. We should have had you last time. That'd have been great. Alright, so next turn you can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. So we're not worried about the portal yet, but it's very close. Okay. End the turn. Alright, hopefully neither of those does what they need it to do, or this is going to suck. Burn down the house is actually not terrible for us if they actually have that. So they can't even cast it, really. Alright, here comes some type of artifact. Nope, maybe not. Sword of Forge and Frontier. With nothing out to put it on. Okay, she dies. Interesting. And we didn't want to kill Flesh Gorger with this, so we didn't want to sacrifice anything. So I guess a portal's coming, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. But there's still 7. So next turn would be 8. Yeah, I don't know. We're just going to attack here, I guess. Thanks for the follow, by the way. Yeah. Just is what it is. Opponent goes to 5. And the turn? I mean, sweepers are still good here, though, if they have one. Well, not that one. But a non-damage based one. Yeah, this is a little tough for the opponent, because it feels like their deck kind of did everything it's trying to do, except for whatever the big 8 or 9 mana thing is here that's about to happen. Skitter Beam. Skitter Beam's pretty damn good, honestly. That is totally reasonable. Sadly, these kind of do nothing here. I mean... Yeah, I mean, we'll still do the thing, but... Sacrifices... Oh, actually, wait. Yeah, it has to be a non-token, so sure. Since the other two are actually tokens. So it actually had real value there. Oddly enough. Also not bad. Okay, we're going to tackle both of these. And that should get us where we want to go. Yep. Trample's going to go through, and then we have an Invoke Despair. Actually, no, we don't have Invoke Despair. Oh, no! I needed the Flesh Gorger. Oh, crap. Oh, no. I wasn't even thinking. I was just processing this as being a regular land. Oh, that sucked. Alright, didn't matter anyway. We got away with it. Let's keep it. Play that so we have access to some green mana. And opponent has... Oh, a briefcase. Intriguing. I guess we'll just pass here. Mostly because I'm not totally sure what's going on just yet. Alright. We take it. And nothing else, huh? I feel like we need to save this. It would be greedy just to use that there. I can't justify that. Though this probably just dies anyway, but... No, it doesn't. Okay, interesting. So now what? Ah, Elesh Norn. Well, we will get to kill an Elesh Norn, so that's good news. I guess you always give your opponent the chance to block. Not to say that they will, but hey. Alright. We'll go ahead and make them sacrifice a non-token. And I think we'll go ahead and search for a land here. I guess it has to be another swamp if we want to be able to cast Obliterator. Hopefully they don't destroy our Proving Ground. They have another Elesh. Well, that's going to come into play tapped, even if they have another Elesh Norn, so that's fine. But what are they going to do with the rest of that mana? Nothing, apparently. I think we're going to play Obliterator. If I was going to play Shieldred, I would play it first, just in case. And then we get to gain some life here. But I think we're just going to go here. And just see what they got. I mean, this is kind of the issue we run into when you see Elesh Norn decks. Like, you need the whole rest of the deck to be good, even when you don't have an Elesh Norn. This is fine, but we just get to go full value. Yep. Turn that Elesh Norn into a token. Then we're going to get in for a Lots Mini. Draw a card. Oh, yeah. That's it. Didn't really have to do much this game. Like a couple of solid removal cards, and that set up everything else. Yep. Skrelv. Those are, unfortunately for the opponent, a little bit small for trying to fight what they're trying to fight. Yeah. We're just going to attack. I mean, Skrelv can't even block. Sure. We'll draw another card. Why not? One goes to 2. We'll just do this. Even though we could just kill them with an Invoke Despair. Why not? Yeah, that'll do it. And this one isn't up yet, but it'll be up tomorrow or the next day. I'll make sure it's available for people to download. Because this is one I was just kind of goofing off with that we hadn't really played yet. Let me remove this. But yeah, so the only thing while we were playing that I thought I might want that the deck list didn't have is maybe a couple of Flesh Gorgers. I think if it had a couple of Flesh Gorger, I'd be pretty well set. The problem is, though, I don't know what I would remove, except maybe like one Vraska and one of something else. But Nissa came in handy, being able to remove artifacts and enchantments multiple times. Like, even if we'd have got Nissa in that last game, it would have been sweet. Making the bodies was good. We overran with Nissa one time, so can't really get rid of that. Vraska's nice, but I think the thing is Vraska's just kind of extra cards. Not that cards is bad, obviously, but otherwise it's just kind of a really expensive removal spell. And the truth is, we already have, like, Invoke Despair for cards. We have Phyrexian Arena for cards. So we don't terribly... I mean, even Glissa drew a couple of cards during the course of the video. So it's like, do we really need Vraska? So, like, if I was going to cut something, that might be it. Now, I will say this. Vraska does give you another option against, like, the Azorius control decks. They're going to be playing, like, Farewell and whatever. So that's something to think about. But I could see cutting one Vraska and maybe one of something else to play 2 Flesh Gorgers. Because they're also good just late-game cards, which are pretty nice. But other than that, really didn't want too much out of this list. I mean, maybe Terra Sunders, but that's because, like, you know, Terra Sunders just got a soft spot for me. I could see maybe removing a Go for the Throat for one of those, just to have the flexibility to kill Planeswalkers and whatnot. But regardless, overall, the list actually played pretty well. So we've got 4 Bushwhacker, 4 Go for the Throat, 2 Shieldrids, Edict, 4 Armored Scrapgorger, 4 Llanowar Loam Speaker, 2 Phyrexian Arena, 3 Glissa, 4 Obliterators, though Arena splits that up on here, 2 Shieldred, 3 Invoke Despair, 2 Vraska, 2 Nissa, Lands, really nothing to talk about here. We got 6 Swamp, 1 Takenuma, 1 Boseiju, 2 Forest, 4 Deathcap Glade, 4 Llanowar Waste, 2 Xeotaurus Proving Ground, 2 the Seed Core. And that's kind of it. Nothing good, nothing bad. It's just kind of like, okay. Overall, did everything we wanted to do. We got to do big Obliterator things. You know, if maybe you had a creature to come over the top, that'd be nice. But otherwise, yeah, this one's actually pretty good. Yeah, so overall, this deck is one of those ones that you kind of have to really learn what a mulligan can and can't be for you. You know, I had several games where it's like I just mulligan poorly, ended up at 4 cards, and, you know, that stuff just went away. But there's the reality of it looks very easy to play, and it's fairly easy, but it's funny how much those early mulligan decisions are going to affect the rest of your game. So I would spend some time trying to figure that out. Additionally, I would say that playing against mono black decks, they're winnable, but they're grindy, and you have to be very judicious with how you're going to use your removal. Like things that don't matter, that you can get out of the way or that you can survive, you can't waste it on that. You have to hit the more important cards when they come up. So outside of those two things, I think the deck is fairly easy to play. You get the mana creatures that let you cast everything, and you have some pretty high value cards, which are also pretty good. So yeah, if you're looking to play Golgari, I think this one's actually a reasonable solution. And I also want to say, this is another one that I had found online at some point. I don't even remember when. I think I only changed a handful of cards, but it kind of looked like a lot of lists that I'd seen, so I didn't want to reinvent the wheel. But I think this one's actually pretty good as it is. And now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Pernicious Deed. Mostly because this was one of the early sweepers that wasn't like, I don't know, in a Venerals disc that you could play and not have to play Wrath of God or some such. And it was cool because it was in green and black, and it was an enchantment, and that was pretty neat. And it, you know, you could determine how much you wanted to blow it up for, or whatever, right? It's just a really cool card all the way around. And I think, I'm going to double check, but yeah, I think it's only something like $9 now. And what makes that interesting is the card has gone up and down in value over the years, but it's been on a fairly steady trend upward for a little bit. Don't know if it's going to stay that way because, you know, it's the type of card that could be reprinted. But yeah, just a cool card overall that I thought I'd point out. If you didn't know it existed, there you go. And if you're looking for another fun 2-color deck, check out this Gruul deck that was so good it got 6 wins in 15 minutes. That's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.